Hello there and welcome. I am Nimo and today's folktale is about a banished singing goddess who got lucky. Once upon a time, there lived a young woman named Mweni. Mweni had an extraordinary sweet and melodious voice that was very captivating. But despite her singing talent, Mweni was forced to live in solitude, far away from other people along with her mother Kakua. You see, Mweni and her mother had been banished from their village for a crime that they did not commit. The villagers believed that Mweni and her mother were responsible for her father's death and that they had murdered him. They were accused of putting poison in his food, leading to his death. Mweni's uncle, Mr. Mutunga, was the one who accused them and presented evidence to the people who claimed that they should be banished. People who had lost respect for Mweni and her mother hurled insults at them and chased them away from the land. After their banishment for a crime they did not commit, Mweni and her mother found themselves living in a small hut in the outskirts of the village. The hut was tucked away amidst the serene beauty of nature, surrounded by lush greenery and colorful flowers. It became their sanctuary, providing them solace amidst their isolation. Despite the challenges they faced, Mweni's mother taught Mweni to be resilient and imparting knowledge and wisdom to her. She taught her healing properties of the herbs and the secrets of the forest. Mweni would sit under the shade of a massive baobab tree, her voice echoing through the forest, carrying her emotions and longing for a better life. Mweni longed to have a lover and have a deep connection with someone. There was this particular song that she loved singing, and here it goes. But guys, promise me you won't mind my voice. Okay, so here it goes. Somebody sang, go find me one day, and that day might not be too far away. Somebody sang, go love me one day, and that day might not be too far away. He'll find me waiting to share him with love, all the love I have in me. Yeah, he'll find me waiting to share him with love, all the love I have in me. Yeah, he'll find me waiting. Whoa, so back to the story. So every evening, Kakua, Mweni's mother, will gather Mweni in her arms and entertain her with tales of fated romances, magical encounters, and undying love. As Mweni sat by the crackling fire, her eyes wide with wonder, she will dream of finding a love as powerful and true as the ones her mother described. She would immerse herself in the stories, losing herself in depths of her imaginations, imagining herself as the heroine of her own enchanting tale. However, deep down, Mweni couldn't help but feel a pang of sadness and doubt. She believed she was undeserving of love and happiness, for she was banished. And she couldn't imagine anyone looking beyond her exile and accepting her for who she truly was. So one day, Mweni went to the forest alone as she was singing her heart out as she always did. Her melodious voice echoed through the trees, captivating the birds and wildlife that listened intently. Unknown to Mweni, a wealthy man named Mutiso had been exploring the forest, searching for the source of the beautiful voice he had heard. Mweni was busy singing until suddenly she heard the sound of approaching footsteps. Startled and fearing the worst, Mweni ran very fast deeper into the forest, her voice fading away as she disappeared from Mutiso's sight. Mutiso, captivated by her voice and desperate to meet the mysterious singer, searched tirelessly for her but found no trace. Mutiso, captivated by her voice and desperate to meet the mysterious singer, searched tirelessly for her but found no trace. Weeks turned into months and Mutiso's search for the singing goddess seemed fruitless. He began to lose hope, resigned to the idea that he might never find her. Little did he know that fate had something extraordinary in store for them. So one sunny afternoon, Mweni happened to be near the outskirts of Motiso's grand estate. As she enjoyed the beautiful view of the surroundings, she heard a blood-curdling scream for help. It was one of Motiso's guards who had accidentally disturbed a venomous snake while patrolling the grounds. The snake had bitten Motiso, leaving him in a critical state. Mweni's instinct kicked in and she rushed to the guard's aid. With determination and courage, she quickly assessed the situation. Remembering her mother's teachings about herbs and natural remedies, she took a deep breath and sucked the venom out of Motiso's wound, using her knowledge to prevent it from spreading. The guard, amazed by Mweni's bravery and quick thinking, escorted her to Motiso's mansion, carrying him in their arms. As Mweni tended to Motiso's injuries, she softly sang to him, hoping to provide comfort and healing through her voice. Days turned into weeks and Mweni nursed Motiso back to health with dedication. Her soothing songs filled the air as she cared for him, not realizing that Motiso, in his unconscious state, was gradually recognizing the familiarity of her voice. The melody stirred something deep within him, creating connection that was stronger than he could understand. One morning, Motiso finally opened his eyes, weak but grateful to be alive. As his gaze met Mweni's, a wave of recognition washed over him. He listened intently to her singing, realizing that it was the same melodious voice that had captivated him in the forest all those months ago. Motiso's heart swelled with joy, knowing that fate had brought them together once again. Grateful for Mweni's selfless care, he reached out to hold her hand, a silent expression of love and gratitude. From that moment on, Mweni and Motiso's bond grew stronger with each passing day. Motiso shared his story of searching for the mysterious singer, and Mweni revealed the truth about her past and why she had run away from him in the forest. Motiso listened to her attentively, recognizing the injustice that had been done to her and her mother. With his influence and resources, he vowed to right the wrongs and restore Mweni and her mother's rightful place in the community. Motiso used his position of power to gather evidence and testimonies from Mweni's neighbor regarding her father's death. He found a witness who had seen Mweni's uncle, Mr. Mutunga, entering Mweni's house in the day of the murder. Mr. Mutunga, who had already taken all the lands and cattle that belonged to Kakua, Mweni's mother, was brought to justice. He begged and tried to bribe the chief to let him go, but luck was not on his side. Mr. Mutunga was banished and Mweni and her mother were lovingly accepted back in the community. The lands and cattle initially taken away from them were given back to Mweni and her mother. Mweni and her mother were so happy that they were finally back in their homestead. Mweni's mother, who was deeply impressed by Motiso, accepted to bless his marriage to her daughter. The two got married in a grand ceremony, and within no time, Mweni was blessed with pregnancy. And I know you guys want to see the baby, but sorry, you'll see him another day. So, what's the moral lesson? This folktale teaches us that we should be selfless and ready to assist others when they are in need of our help. This folktale also teaches us that we should not give up on what we dream of. Be it love, a career you want, just believe that it will happen and do aligned actions that bring you closer to your goals and your dreams. Anyway guys, that was it for today's folktale, and I hope that you learned something of it and that you enjoyed it. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Kwaheri!